I'm here today with my friend Nichole Rakowski. Really excited for you to meet Nichole and hear a little bit about her story. She is actually a bikini athlete, but we're going to do some back and bicep training today, and learn a little bit about her background and her story. And I'm excited for this today. So.
Thanks. Hi everyone. So I'm Nichole Rakowski. So I recently just competed in the Toronto Pro Qualifier, and I was just saying that I had an amazing experience. But it's like every year, the sizing gets a little bit bigger, right? So I've been training so hard to put on muscle and muscular size, right? Especially my glutes and my shoulders, my delts. But it still seems like now it was like, okay, my glutes still need a little bit more muscle. But, where I was today in bikini, it's like, would have been figure a few years ago, right?
And everything evolves.
Yeah. Everything evolves, right? And it just seems to be slowly progressing in an upward pace in terms of muscular size, right? Yeah. So I was saying, like, even the fit model category, that's what a bikini would have been years ago, right? So it's hard to keep up, but it's also, I would never cut back muscle, right? Some people have chosen from bikini to go down to fit model, for example, or figure to go down to wellness or bikini, in terms of losing some of the muscular size. But in my head, I think to myself, like, I spent so long trying to dedicate actually building muscle that to me it's wouldn't really be an option. Yeah. Oh yeah, nice. All of this is activating like crazy. Look at those lats. Good job, Mel. Good. Just a little warm up.
Good, yeah. Felt good?
Yeah, felt really good.
Yeah, one of the things with back, and I can see you're doing it, is a great tip, is even on a pull down, always imagine you're pulling up.
Exactly.
Like a pull up, pulling up to the bar.
Yeah, I notice a lot of people when they're doing this improperly, they'll roll their entire shoulders forward. Right, as they're coming. It's almost like they're doing like an ab crunch as they're coming down, right? But it's keeping everything open and aligned, right? Like your form was perfect.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. And we're just talking about divisions, the different divisions from bikini through to women's bodybuilding. A lot of it has to do with your structure. So as you can see, Nichole's obviously very tall. How tall are you?
5'8".
5'8", okay.
5'8".
I feel like she's 6 feet tall.
5'8".
I'm going to say Nichole's 6 feet.
No, 5'8".
So, but you can see in her back, very wide shoulders, very small waist.
Yeah.
Just the perfect structure for bikini.
Yeah.
Even figure you could definitely grow into, but
I feel like figure is something I would actually want to do down the road.
Yeah, you've got the structure.
Good.
Love this Prime machine. It's got the articulating handles. You can adjust the resistance profile. It's nice.
When Mel's doing this one, turn around for a sec. You can see everything, like the upper part of the lats, the mid lats, and then the lower lats, which is just crazy because everything like comes into one big piece and it fits together so nicely. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah, this teres here is very well developed. You've got good through the traps and rhomboids. All the pieces are there.
I'm feeling it all popping together. Amazing. Look at all this. Crazy. Nice stretch and then contracting right at the end there. Beautiful. Yeah. That stretch, you see everything coming forward and then just squeezing right at the bottom there. So good.
A little bit of all those, but the training form is really, really important, and it's hard to train back. Like
very.
I've talked about this before. Somebody who's got great biceps usually has a weaker back.
Yeah.
And somebody with a great back, generally their arms are not as
developed.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree.
taking your arms out of the movement is really important. Getting the full contraction. But a lot of people will try and shrug the movement. I used to do it a lot too. So you're just pulling.
So a lot of people are very trap dominant, right? And they'll use their traps to sort of pull the entire movement back. But it's all about relaxing and using the actual muscles in the back you want to use, right? As opposed to pulling. It's almost like people are trying to do a shrug to get the motion going.
Yeah. And if you think about the lat, how it wraps around the body like this. So the stretch that Nichole was talking about, you want to stretch this whole side out and then pull it back. And keeping your chest high, because a lot of people will collapse and you can't get the stretch.
Right. And then a lot of people too, you know, I think the thumb positioning is also big, right? Whether you grip the bar, whether you put it on the other side, depending if you're working your sort of radial area and then into the biceps, right?
If you have the depth grip, you're probably using a lot more arms to assist.
More bicep.
So a false grip, thumbless grip is helps you engage the back. And then the other thing is when you're extended, down with the elbow.
Exactly.
There's a really good tip from John Meadows, the late John Meadows years ago, where he said if you have trouble feeling your lats, stretch your arm right out, pull your shoulder back, and then drive your elbow down. So those three movements, you kind of get the feel of the lat engaging. So that's a good activation.
That's a really good tip, in
addition to being an amazing athlete,
I appreciate that.
She's also got the brains. So I know you're working on your PhD at medical school, and exciting news we just heard about a couple of weeks ago, you're actually going to be a doctor.
So I mean, in addition to working full-time in the hospital and, you know, training like crazy, just like Mel is, so I'm just finishing my PhD in health management. So my actual thesis defense is August 12th, so coming up in a couple of weeks. And then September, I'll be starting medical school, which is really exciting. So my hope is to become an orthopedic surgeon. So really go into orthopedic sports medicine, work with athletes for bone health.
And you chose that because of kind of your relationship with fitness.
Exactly. So really sort of toning in and focusing on, you know, athletic bodies. How do they actually operate? What is the mechanics of it? You know, really that kinesiology, but human kinetics in terms of how a body actually functions. What happens to tendons, ligaments? You know, when we go through different bone injury, right? How do we sort of repair it properly? And then what is the sort of recovery process that's part of that? So
that's so exciting.
Super excited.
And is it how many years is the program?
Oh my God, so here's where it gets a little tricky. So medical school itself is going to be about 5 years.
Wow.
Then we have residency for about 4 years, and then we get into fellowship. So fellowship is when you really start to subspecialize in something very particular, right? So a lot of you become a physician after you're done medical school, after you finish residency, where you're getting to work with patients. But then if you really want to be the best of the best in terms of specializing in something, being known for something worldwide, that's when you do your fellowship. So we'll see what I actually specialize.
That's
whether
commitment.
It's sports,
but you've got the discipline and the commitment. Obviously. So.
Well, this is discipline. This is commitment right here. Absolutely crazy.
Next set. Should we keep rolling?
Look at everything come together. Your symmetry is just perfect. Those lats come down. Let's go, Mel. Couple more. Push. Good. Let's go. Beautiful form. Keep going. You've got at least a couple more. Let's go. Push. Yes. Good.
How do you like that parallel grip?
I love it.
I find you get a little bit deeper into the bottom.
Okay. Better?
Better.
So it's interesting for this one, Mel has pointed out some imbalances in my back, right? So this is a really good reflection session for me as well, right? Because you can't see it when you're working out your own back.
Exactly,
so it's something that I'm now actively trying to work towards changing, right? Whether it's pulling the elbow in, whether it's just getting a different positioning, different stretch.
Especially when you don't notice, if you're doing isolateral, like a single arm rows, you're usually not feeling one arm a lot stronger than the other. So but you can see when you're training.
You'll be able to point it out, I'm sure.
Again, it's not Not something you notice, I don't think, on stage, but it does point to, and everybody's got some imbalances, but. It's got good stamina.
Back is pumped.
They say that's fiber type.
What?
So in fiber type,
Yes.
your fiber type, so type, I'll probably get it backwards. 2 is endurance.
Yep.
2 is endurance,
And
so
then-
a long distance runner, marathon. So those fibers have lots of stamina. They don't tire easily. So if you can burn through 25 reps, you may,
Yeah.
and you usually have both. You have a combination. But type 1 are your power. So those are the ones that are gonna
Yeah.
fail more quickly.
And a lot of it is genetic based as well, right?
Yes,
They
yes.
say that you can actually train to get different heights,
Yeah.
but you'll never be able to get the full, like 120% capacity potential,
Yeah.
right? Your genetic makes up such a significant portion of it,
Yeah.
which is really interesting.
Yeah, there's some tests you can do. I think I've seen it to give you an idea of what fiber type, but you sort
That
of
you
know.
are. Yeah. So I love that Mel's coming all the way forward. A lot of people just sort of stop halfway, right? And you don't get that full stretch potential in terms of actually activating all the back muscles, especially coming down. Nice. This is like true activation right here. You're going for that full length and stretch. So all those muscles are just lengthening, then using every single bit of power to just contract it back into place. Good.
Good. Felt very good.
Amazing. All right, Mel, you're gonna have to correct me.
I think the biggest mistake here, you see people on a row lean back.
Yes.
So when you're leaning back, you're not using your back.
No. You're
So-
using your lower flexors to
Yes.
try and almost pull it back, but you
Yeah.
lose the entire contraction.
Yeah, so when
Yeah.
if you're leaving your shoulders ahead of your hips, it's gonna.
Exactly.
Yeah. You can see Nicole's right at the back of the bench because she's too long for.
Yeah. So yeah, the common mistake we were saying is, you know, people come to here, but then to get that extra
Yeah.
squeeze, they'll try and, right?
Yeah.
Or another very common one is people will pull with their traps, right? Coming in.
Yes, yeah. And both those, then it becomes a bicep exercise. Really.
Exactly.
It's a nice handle because it really forces your elbows to drive down.
Exactly.
Beautiful form. You can change the feel of this movement a little bit. Whether you can see Nicole's pulling sort of into the mid right above the belly button, low chest. If you pull lower, it's gonna feel a little bit different.
Yeah.
But those are just some adjustments you can make to change the feel of it. All good.
Overpowering. It's a great question. I'd say a little bit of both. I'd say it adds a lot of the foundation, right? So I always say to people who go and get a degree or whatever, it's not going to create the experience for you in life. It's going to create that foundation, almost like the theory behind your experiential knowledge, right? So a lot of it is testing, trial and error, right? So you fail, you get an injury, you understand what you did wrong, but until you experience it yourself, you'll hear about it, you'll learn about it, but you need to experience things for yourself, right? So I find the basic knowledge in terms of the education, having that knowledge helps to provide that foundation, but then you got to get in there yourself and actually feel the movement to understand mechanically what's going on with the human body. You're lean right now. You don't feel it.
Right?
You are lean. She's lean. She's very lean. 100%.
So we have the choice of doing either dumbbell or barbell curls.
Okay.
And then we could do either a hammer curl or a cable, like a step out curl, which I like.
I'm good with whatever. Let's start with maybe barbell. Oh yeah, look at those biceps, just massive. Yeah,
And traps.
massive biceps. Look at the striation like on the shoulders. I know we're focusing on biceps, but like Mel, your whole upper body is just popping. Absolutely unbelievable. Look at these traps too. My God. This is discipline. This is hard work.
Okay, so I just want you to, instead of curling your wrists in,
Okay.
keep them open.
Okay.
And just bicep. Doesn't matter if it comes yours comes all the way up, but Nichole is fat-free.
I'm light.
Nice.
No name
Good
brand,
squeeze, good
fat-free.
Squeeze.
Yeah, the one thing I find when people do bicep curls is they let their core completely out.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Engage
But it's
it.
like keeping everything engaged,
Tight.
right? The whole time as you're actually curling up, as opposed to just letting everything go.
It's good.
Keeping everything
Good discipline.
tight.
And you've got, I mean, this is a lot longer than this.
Yeah,
So
that's right. I got longer to
if
go.
you have like pterodactyl arms like me, they're easier to develop, right?
Nice. Look at that. Like all of this just popping out. I know we're doing back and biceps today, but we might as well just doing full body because everything is so pumped right now.
Pumped.
Yeah.
Do your front double.
Crazy. Front double?
Yeah. Like this.
I know, right? I'm like, I gotta move forward or back.
Nice. It's classic. It's a classic.
Yeah.
Do you do stomach vacuums?
To practice before show, we typically do. We get like but I think a lot of it has to do genetics as well.
Yeah,
with
just
the
the shape and the
100%. Yeah. You got to get the legs to grow a little bit, the upper body to grow a little bit. Not for a few years.
You'll keep lifting
because school is going to be like 18 hours a day, right? It's like a full-time job, plus you have to study on top of that, plus you have your clinical hours, right? So some shifts are like 36 hours. When you're going from school, you're on call, right? You're trying to keep up with notes, so it's hard. But listen, training to me is life, and it's having that sustainable lifestyle, right? So it's, again, got to do it, got to find the time. Good. Yeah, so Mel, when she's coming down, she's letting her whole arm hang, right? To get that complete stretch there at the bottom. And then fully engaging that bicep right up to the point of contraction at the top there. Amazing. So just letting that arm hang at the bottom there just really allows it to fully disengage to get that full range of motion and stretch, and then gives you so much more to work with when you're actually coming up to do the contraction. So we're activating a full, longer range of the bicep head, just letting that arm stretch down. Nice, Mel.
You need a higher bench so you don't touch the floor.
I know. I call them my daddy long leg arms.
Another little fun trick is just a quick little tricep squeeze at the bottom. Gives you a good extra bit on the stretch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. And then tricep at the bottom there.
Yeah. Counterbalance.
Yeah.
Squeeze. With those veins, there's no question there's good blood flow to the muscle.
Absolutely. The other thing is a lot of people underestimate sports injury. So a big thing is the reason why we tell people to stretch all the way down is because, again, you're getting that full range of motion. So you're allowing your tendons and your muscles to stretch to the full potential. So really allowing that mobility and flexibility to come all the way through. If we're stopping halfway through, which Mel is not doing, she's going all the way down, your tendons and muscles actually stop activating at a certain point in time. So you don't get that flexibility all the way down. Then when you do another movement, whether it's biceps or anything else, that's when a lot of people get injuries, when they get tears and stuff, because they go past their full potential of the range of motion. Oh yeah, here's where it starts to get heavy. That's it. That's it. Oh. We killed it.
Killed it?
Yeah.
Good.
Amazing.
Nichole, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me,
We're
Mel.
gonna have to do this again. I'm gonna put Nicole's Instagram page in the bio here in the comments.
Absolutely.
What we didn't get to talk about today was one of the things that's there's a lot of things that are interesting about Nicole's story, but she's been through some pretty horrific injuries in the past, and so if you go to her page, you'll hear a little bit about that. Or we'll have to do this again and
explain a little bit further.
Yeah. Adventures in Iceland and
eye issues, being partially blind in my right eye, but that's okay. That's why we're here. We push through, and everyone has their own challenge and story to tell, right? So it's not unique to me. Everyone goes through some crazy
and
stuff.
It's how you respond, how we adapt, how we persevere.
Yeah, how we grow through it, right? And we just become stronger.
Yes.
Both muscular endurance and in
mentally.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome.
Thanks again. We'll see you on the next one.